All right, welcome back to the 2018 Brent Hambrick Memorial Open in Columbus, Ohio. We got some round 2 coverage of the lead card. This is John Schwan. I'm here with Brad Schick. And this is a charity tournament for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, something Discraft puts on every year up here in Columbus. And yeah, we're heading into the front 9 of round 2. Right now we've got our tournament leaders, Zach Melton and Max Nichols at 8 under, and Marty Hendel from Canada, he's in second place at 7 under.
Hi, my name's Martin, PDJ number 39469. From St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada.
Max Nichols, PDJ number 21870 from Poway, California.
I'm Zach Melton. I'm from Tennessee, and my PDJ number is 38631.
And I want to give a big thanks, big shout out to AJ Risley and Max Nichols for handling the commentary for me on round 1. That was really cool, you guys. Thanks.
Well, now we have to step it up with Brad Schick and John taking over for the next couple rounds.
That's right.
Great shot by Zach there.
Yeah, this hole really sets up for the lefty hyzer.
It says 344, but it plays downhill. It definitely does not play that far. Most of these guys are probably throwing something not nearly as hard as they can, just kind of plays downhill. Looks like Max got caught up on the left side. Marty with one of his smooth turnover shots, probably a rock or some sort of putter, just knowing him. Finished pretty nice for him.
Yeah, he's about 30 feet out. Max pitching out from the edge of the woods.
There's really nothing over there.
He's got some low-hanging branches up in his eyes.
Might be that first hole jitters. I would not. That is definitely not the norm for Marty. And Zach parked it.
Nice bird. Good way to start it off.
For sure. Couple cleanups here.
Thank you for spotting.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
So with that birdie, Zach is going to take the lead by 1 stroke going into hole 2. Zach's at 9 under, Max 8 under, Marty 7 under. Hole 2, 487 feet, slightly downhill.
So this year, you may have watched the first video, they played the right side of the dam as a not an OB but a hazard. So everything right of the concrete culvert there, which goes all the way down to the pin, and you'll see as we kind of scroll down, if you go over that right side, you have to take a 1-stroke penalty, and you play from where it lies. Whereas typical OB is, you know, stroke and distance usually. If you were throw out, it's like right there.
Oh, this needs to flip.
Yeah, it looks like trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that hazard rule where he will take 1-stroke penalty, just play it from where it is, and unfortunately have to take an extra throw. Marty looks like he's bailing way left just to play a little safe, which is what most people did on this hole. If you wanted the 2, you had to really commit to that shot and take that trouble all the way down. So
now I still don't know if that was a pitch out or if he actually went for it there. Max from the dam. Ooh,
wow,
that was close.
Good try.
For his bird.
Oh, wow. That's a really good bonus birdie, especially this year with the dam playing that hazard rule. That's a good one to get. I don't think any of them are expecting the birdie, but I think it's definitely a good stroke to pick up if you do. So 3, you're not going to be too disappointed with. Unfortunately, Max is going to have to take a 4 with that hazard stroke there. Zach just an inch away from getting that too. Good looking guy with that hair. Jealous. He's always got the cool shades on. And Max was leading after round 1, if I remember correctly. Oh no, he was tied with Zach. That's right, they were both tied. and I was looking back, Max actually hadn't had any wins this year, so trying to stay on that lead card all the way through is always challenging when you're trying to get that first win of the year, especially at a big A tier like this.
Hole 3, 353 feet. You can't really see the basket from the tee pad because the trees kind of overhang into the fairway. You have to put out a right hand forehand or a big turnover like you see Marty doing. Probably a rock.
Yep. Yeah, Marty is one of the best, as you can see, at that shot. I mean, I've watched him for years throw putters and rocks, just super slow turns, and he just has some of the smoothest form. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And then, ooh, it looks like, yeah, really close to an ace there. The lefty or the right-handed sidearm is just such a natural shot for that hole. It's really tough backhand. Get that nice
bird.
Yeah,
he always does well on this hole.
Yep, that's definitely a good comeback after that last hole. And again, Zach's right there where you want to be, right inside 25 feet. And as expected, he makes that good. And I would say Marty's closer than that, so probably inside 15-20 feet.
This is a good star frame to get.
Agree. Yeah, it's got a fast green. Over the years, Paul J has been planting some grass and slowed it down a little, but it used to come in and it'd just skip a mile, and you had to play that skip. So star frame is definitely a bonus on that hole.
Yeah, and then you have that ledge off to the side of the green. That adds danger. All right, hole 4, 488 feet. It starts uphill at first, then downhill for the second part of the fairway. You got to either go through this tunnel, make this tunnel shot, or go over those trees. That's a big rip.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one. And Zach's actually in the middle of hole 7's fairway. The majority of the guys are playing out that side, maybe trying to be out where Zach is, maybe not that far left. But that gives you a really good look to the green. You're just trying to get right to there. The basket's actually down to the right. It's not the one you see in the background. That's actually hole 7's pin.
There you
perfect.
go.
There, great camera work there. That's actually where you're trying to be, on your second. And this is another one where you will see very few twos ever on this hole. It's one of those where you get a 3. It's a super dangerous green. Just get out of the way and move on to the next couple birdie holes. So 3 great drives there by the 3 on the card. So again, you can see Zach right in the middle of 7's fairway, probably holding some people up, but in a great position.
This is looking good.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Marty with a little touch putter.
Go in.
Wow. Gosh.
Get chains from, I don't know, 80 feet, you think?
Probably more than that. He looked at you like, of course I was going for it.
Oh yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, and you can't really see it, but if he misses that, there's a huge hill and a road behind there with some OB, so probably a good thing he hit some metal. And Max is in the perfect spot. That's exactly what you want, a little slow skip on the mulch there. And you can see the 2-tiered green. And, Zach went all the way to the bottom, so you definitely can see how dangerous it can be if you get away from it.
Yeah, he did stay safe. He's got a tough putt.
Wow.
Cans it.
That's why he's in the lead. Great putt, Zach. Max sitting pretty there, too. Good grab. The Mach X. Might spit out on some other baskets.
You're right there. You hit a lot.
A lot of chains in those new Mach X's. We got this last year at the course after 20 years of Mach 3 originals, and it was good. Good upgrade.
Real good upgrade.
Great 3s there.
Yeah, again, everyone's just trying to get a 3 on hole 4. So Zach's still in the lead at 10 under. Max and Marty at 8 under. Heading into hole 5. You get a little bit of trouble with this elevated basket.
That's about it. These next 2 holes you are thinking 2 and a 2, or you're thinking I'm losing strokes to the majority of the open field. So as you said, this green is literally the only thing is the trouble could be is if you give yourself a tester putt and you miss the putt and you go back and forth a couple times. But the majority of these guys, you got a hard packed ground there. You can throw something out and skip over. and then it just comes down to distance control and making a short putt. So already getting that one up a little bit, but it looks like he knows his disc and he hits the wood perfectly. So that's a tap in. Definitely a little harder, I would say, with the lefty because you have all those trees to kind of contend with. So Max is going to have to get it up in the air, whereas the right-hander is just, you know, throwing it out in the wide open. That's still a good putt. So Marty probably 20, 25 feet most. Oh no,
Marty.
that's rare.
So now this for par. There you go.
Good comeback. You've been distracted by something. There's a lot of action on these few holes. There's lots of groups walking around and around the, you know, the green on this one. So you have to really stay focused. So I'm not sure if Marty saw something or just misfired, but good putt by Max. And Zach pretty much parked as well, about 15 feet. Perfect. Great start by Zach. I mean, he's almost pretty much birdied every hole. I'd say hole 4 is a par 4, but he missed hole 2 just barely, and everything else he's birdied. So
Yeah, he's keeping his 2-stroke lead over Max. Heading into hole 6. There's so many different ways you could play this hole.
it's like a reoccurring theme. A good lefty hole here. You can definitely throw straight at it. This spike shot with a lefty, or wow.
He hits the bottom of the basket.
He's on it.
He almost skipped in with this putter.
Yeah, the lefty. It's so weird to see two lefties play, and
Yeah.
it's not the norm. But the sidearm's pretty popular on this hole too, and Max absolutely looks like he parked it as well. And I'm gonna say Marty's throwing some sort of putter straight at it, just slow, and we'll probably.
You are correct.
There you go.
So go in.
He is one of the best.
That's so smooth and
Yeah.
buttery.
It's fun to watch.
And that was the furthest one away.
Wow. These guys are making this course look easy. It's definitely not that easy. These two holes you want to get, but they're throwing great shots, and that's exactly why they're on the lead card. This front side you want to get your birdies because there's not a lot of trees to contend with. And the back is where you have a lot more to contend with, more trouble to get in.
Nice star frame. That's what these guys were expecting.
For sure.
So you might have noticed we only have three players on the card, and that's because they did the amateurs last month, and then all of you pros this month.
Mm-hmm. Hole 7, 491. Lots of trouble to contend with. You have the road on the left going all the way down. You have a super fast green. And then the right side, there's definitely some trouble to contend with. That's a great shot.
Good.
This one's definitely birdieable by some of the top players if you want to get greedy and go for it. Usually you get way down there and you have a decision to make on how aggressive you're going to be on that putt. I would say the majority, that's turning quite a bit more than he wants. And
yeah, that stayed OB.
Not going to work, yeah. That's one of the few things, 3 on this one isn't going to kill you either. Majority are just trying to get down the middle, pitch up, and get out. Marty with the straight and slow turner at the late part of the flight. That's a great shot. Very safe.
Thank you.
Not sure if Max was trying to get the 2 on this, or it looks like he maybe just kind of lost control. Whoa. And you'll see that green. It's right on the tip of the peninsula there, and yeah, that was a little bit hot. Give him something to think about. And this is that awkward range of about 50 or 60 feet, and it's really hard to commit to that because right behind it is just right there. You see it. So now Zach's giving himself a lot more than he wanted and just trying to pitch up and get out. So he's putting great. I would assume he's going to just pop this in like he has.
Yeah.
And he does.
He's hot.
He is hot. Look at him. Nice putt, Zach. Good shot of the dam there.
Yeah, thank you.
Marty
for par.
Yeah, for par as well.
So his layup rolled down that hill. And
Wow.
he squeaks it over the rim there, right into
Little
some chains.
nose up. He's
Yeah.
famous for that nose up rim putt and just crawls over the edge.
So this is a scary putt for Bogue. No problem.
Good save by Max.
So now Zach extending his lead to 3 strokes over Max and Marty.
4 down after 7. That's a great start. Really solid. And this hole, if you've seen this hole in the past, this hole has extended. It used to be kind of down the hill. In the first 2 rounds, we played an extended hole with OB all along the left side of the fairway. So you're really trying to get a good placement shot. Exactly what he just did. Is that on the line there?
Yeah, he's
okay.
he's OB just by a foot or less.
Okay, well, it's hard to tell from that angle. So he just missed his line. If he was a little bit further right, see if Marty can get it turned a little bit more. You're really just trying to get one right there and play. There you go. You can kind of see that white flag, so that must be right where Zach's at. And the basket's quite a bit further down, probably another 250 or 275 down.
Yeah, like on the video, it looks like this hole's straight, but from the tee pad, it dog legs to the right.
For sure. Yep. And right where that spotter was is where the old basket is, or where they'll play round 3 from. So yeah, Zach is unfortunately having to bring it back from where it crossed, and he's going to give himself a much more difficult shot. He's probably, a good 330 out still. I mean, it's quite a ways. And that left side of the green, it is marked all OB, so it's a really tight landing area for him to save this 4.
As AJ said, it turns up the pucker factor on this approach.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. This one's a little high. Oh no, it's going down the hill.
That's
up near the green.
That's tough down there. It's not a lot. The basket's not back there very much, so when you do get off into the woods, it's kind of uncharted. There's no one down there, breaking off limbs. That's perfect. Great shot. You 3 this and you're really excited. This is definitely a birdie 3. And Marty's going to throw something straight, just like he does, with a little putter, a little rock. Yep, it's just amazing.
That's beautiful.
Is that a rock? Yeah, it's
One of the best at that, for sure. And, whoa, sit.
So that stays safe, but now he's got a tester for his 5.
Mm.
Nice putt.
Wow, good save. That could have turned into a big number really fast, so I'm sure that he bailed out to the right to make sure he got inbounds. It's that pucker factor, like you said, that left side with him throwing from 350. The last thing he could afford to do is not bring it inbounds. He's essentially then re-throwing, so he kind of probably overcorrected and got away from him a little bit down that hill. So
yeah, I think you're right.
Marty with a drop-in 3 is excellent birdie. Picking up 2 on Zach, and Max did as well. So tightened up a little.
Yeah, just under a 1-stroke lead. Zach at 10 under going into hole 9. Max and Marty tied at 9 under. I like this new hole 9.
Mm-hmm. You got me pretty good this year.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's so much danger. You got that walking path going right through the fairway on the left side is OB. You got the road up top. That's OB. You got trouble off to the right in the trees. Now this is looking really good.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a great shot.
That was tasty.
This one is definitely twoable, but I would say the majority of unless you're the top tier guys, the most don't have that power and distance to go for it. Max has got to hyzer quick, or he's in trouble.
He's asking for a skip, but he didn't get enough of one. That is OB left.
So they did put a drop zone in just short of that path on the right over there. So that's where Max is going to be going. And it's not a great lefty hold because you just don't.
Oh,
wow. That's really unfortunate. So now they're both going to a drop zone because if you don't get across that path, even though you may be to the right of it, you have to get over. So now they have a super scary shot getting into the basket. It was a pretty good recovery. Probably puts him inside the circle, I would imagine. And Zach's deciding to go with the sidearm to make sure he stays in bounds, because the shot that Max just threw, he was out of bounds the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got to sit. It looks okay. He's got a really good putt for birdie. He was a lot closer than I even thought. It looks like it's about 35 feet. For a 2 on this is a huge bonus.
Yeah, that's a stroke on the field.
Nice.
He cans it.
So he's picking up 2, if not 3, on these other guys if they don't get up and down, which I assume that they will, but that's a great birdie. Okay, he was a lot closer than I thought, and I assume Max is right there as well. Yeah, I'm surprised Marty was going that aggressive at this hole. It plays 450-ish probably, but with the danger involved, I'm sure Marty was just trying to give himself a long putt and maybe got a little closer than he anticipated. So great hole. Wow, how did that change? In those 2 holes, just 4-stroke swing.
Boom. Marty in the lead now at 10 under.
Welcome to Hoover.
Second place, Zach Melton. In third is Max Nichols.
Oh, look at that.
Well, how about that?
Thanks for the plug.
Sure thing.
Got a few of those left.
All right, come back and join us for the middle 9, Into the Woods.
Round 2. Let's do it.